Hello everyone, Draken84 here and welcome back to another Luck Be a Landlord video. So it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, so let's sit inside and play video games. Here we go. Milk I guess. Milk I guess. Milk I don't guess milk. I want a permanent symbol at some point. It's not that bad to have a goose early. You really want to remove it later usually, but I want something that at least gives us something permanent. Magpie is fine. We could get a birdhouse or something similar. That would make Magpie better. But let's pick up a Magpie too. I think it's a little bit better than a one value symbol. It has synergies. There are not that many. But this might happen, right? Where you don't get a two value symbol and you need to do something right now. Green pepper should help us a lot in surviving. But we need two value symbols like right now. Yeah, we're actually getting decent numbers here. Let's not forget our cheat sheets. Yeah, we've already made rent, so present is fine. I mean, we are ahead on numbers, just not on board. And that's going to be a problem in reaching 100 and 150. So we need to pick up a lot more stuff, but I just don't want to pick up a lot of bad stuff. And there's Mrs. Fruit. Hello, Mrs. Fruit. Flush can give you a ton of money too. We're going to see a lot of comments. Yeah, I think Flush is going to give us more than Purple Pepper here. But we want more permanent solutions here. I'm gonna pick up an Essence Capsule. We are making rent. And it should help us to get ahead eventually. Just not right now. Picking up a key, I think it's easy enough to remove, so we shouldn't have any trouble making it work. Gambler, Dwarf, Bounty Hunter, I just don't think any of those work for us. 16. Alright, let's pick up another cherry. It's basically free. Yeah, we made 100, so now we need to make sure that we're actually making 150, which we're usually going to do. Compost Heap Essence is insane. We're picking that up. I think picking up a coconut half is good. And let's pick up Grave Robber. Oh, hello. 18. How much do we actually need to make here? 26 every spin. I mean, that's in a vacuum, but we are already a tiny bit ahead. So let's look at how much we are actually required. 150 minus 44 divided by 5. 22. Yeah, we need to do well here. I don't think I can pick up a Hustling Capture. I'm re-rolling. Let's pick up the Coconut half over the Flash Enabler. It's going to give us some money and then feed Mrs. Fruit. I need more symbols, so I'm picking up an owl. Pretty close to triggering Compost Heap Essence there. 3-sided die? Oh, it would be such a shame if we were to lose here. 42. Now we're making it, but I don't know how we're making 225. Very interested to see how that works. Yeah, cherry. I mean, Mrs. Fruit is getting to be very powerful, so... Alright, we need Frozen Pizza Essence, we need symbols, and I don't think either of the other ones do anything right now, so I think that's very easy. Let's pick up another wine. And lemon is getting turned off in a second, so let's pick up the pool ball. Yeah, that wasn't great, but it was acceptable. 26. Right, we're picking up the Gambler here, but we would need 34 every spin in a vacuum 225 minus 49 divided by 6. 30. Yeah. Let's pick up another 2-value symbol. I think we just need to do that right now. Again, we're destroying 2 symbols for the compost heap essence, which is exactly not what we need. We've already burned out our frozen pizza, but we got some symbols out of it, and that's what we really wanted, so I guess that's fine too. 42, that's great. Let's pick up a gambler. 31. And I think we just need more symbols. I think I'm picking up a rain. Bear's fine too. Both are buffed by a common item, but rain does something more now by buffing the flowers sometimes. Could also pick up the diamonds, but I think we just need more 2-value symbols. So I'm picking up the rain. It's kind of... you could go either way on that one. Coconut half, that's great. Didn't see Mrs. Fruit to spin. But we've already made next friend. Don't know how we're making the one after that. 34. I mean, that's fine. But we're going to need to make 300, and that's 44 every spin. There's a peach, we're picking up the peach. Triple coins makes our coin into a 3-value symbol, which is fine. Dark humor, I like dark humor, but we just don't have anything for it. We have a grave robber, but that's it. Let's pick up the triple coins. That means that we don't have to remove the coin right now. And we could even pick up more coins for being 3-value symbols for now. That's fine. How much is this? 38. Now, 38 is not that far from 44. Could pick up a bubble. I think that's still fine here. 36. Right, another peach, I guess. Removal capsules would give us more later, but... I mean, peach gives us a lot more later too. So that's 300 minus 106 divided by 5. 40 basically. Right, it rounds to basically 39, but we need to pay 1 every spin too. Anything getting removed? This one is getting removed. This one, that one, that one. I'm removing. I don't need to remove. I'm removing the pearl, I think. Not more than that, but it's fine. 61. That was very good. Alright, let's pick up the urn. With the grave robber, it should be decent. 44. Oh, that's interesting. Chemical 7 versus spades. We have 3 spins to make 100. I think we're making that. We had too much trouble. Yeah, Mrs. Fruit, we really invested into our early Mrs. Fruit, and that could really save our run, but we need something else. So, Flush gives us 12, Chemical 7 gives us 7, but it might give us more later. I'm going for the Chemical 7, given that we are very likely to make rent here. Oh, perfect! Not the flower, but the fact that we have 2 melons now. The fact that we have a second flower is not great, although it does mean that the rain is getting to do work. Yeah, we are saving our reroll for getting a good rare. 57. Alright, we had a key, right? Yes, let's pick up the safe. Yes, that is a lot cleaner. 87, that was a very good spin. Of course, that was with the safe getting cracked. But that was good. Undertaker is very unlikely. The Undertaker is usually going to trigger if we destroy a tomb, which is one specific rare. Or if we pick up the Undertaker item, which is also rare. We're not very likely to trigger this. Yellow Pepper, we're always triggering that, but it's only 20 bucks. Which could be the difference between winning and losing, and Happy Hour Essence is also very unlikely to do something. I'm picking up the yellow pepper essence. Honey is fine, but I think orange is just going to give us more. But I'm actually re-rolling to get something better. King Midas gives us a lot of 3-value symbols, but I don't think that's worth it here. Compost heap fertilizer. I'm picking up the compost heap for Mrs. Fruits. It's just it's not that difficult to really make that work. Compost heap Mrs. Fruit is just very, very powerful. Let's pick up a spirit. Gives us a lot of money right now. 58. That's a hooligan. I don't think I want that. No. I was about to grab my calculator to check, but we only need 100 bucks in 5 spins, so we are actually doing very, very well now. We kind of turned the corner a little bit. We haven't won yet, but we are ahead right now, which is great. Yeah, that's a lot of seeds. And they're always going to grow into something that's at least uncommon, so that's fine. We don't mind rare fruits now either. 55. And let's just make our flash work for us. No Mrs. Fruits. Let's see how much we make then. That's 49. That was with the flash, of course. But we're making 600 here, which is great. Again, no Mrs. Fruit, but we got our 2 melons at least. 54. We didn't get quite to 600, but this puts us more than a rent payment ahead, so I'm very, very happy with this. Guaranteed rare. Don't want the chicken. Don't really want the treasure chest. I just don't think that does a lot for us. Let's pick up a reroll capsule, and well, lockpick means that the treasure chest would actually have worked out for us, but there was no way to know that. How many symbols are getting removed? 1, 2, 3, at least 3, 4, 5 actually. Yeah, we don't need to remove anything right now. Another spin without Mrs. Fruit. 37. Cherry, you know what? I'm actually just removing the cat here. And the goose too? Yeah, let's remove the goose too. I'm pretty sure that we're getting 2 more removal tokens this run. 45, that was actually a little bit on the low side, but that's fine. We need 58 every spin in a vacuum, but we are doing well enough. 34. Lockbox. We got our lockpicks, so why not? Yes. Whenever we see a coconut, we are very, very happy. Don't want a banana. Yeah, so this is just a Mrs. Fruit run, apparently. Big urn. I am wary of making sure that compost heap isn't doing its work anymore when we're in the landlord fight, so I'm going to have to turn it off at the right time, but that's usually not too much of a problem. Yeah, right now the thing that would help us most is probably watering can, right? Making seeds much more likely to grow. Again, we haven't reached 600 yet, and we need to do that. Rusty gear essence. We don't really have anything that works with that, right? No. That's a shame, it's so powerful. But this means that we could pick up like a watermelon or a wine and make it work. I think it's worth it. In theory, even a flower if we find the sun. I'm picking this up and maybe it does work for us, maybe it doesn't. Don't want the beehive. Comedian is okay. Doesn't actually do anything. Picking up the second chemical 7. I love me a comedian, it's just a very, very powerful symbol, but oh, I should have turned off the rusty gear essence. I think I still have 3 duds. Skip. Yeah, we need to make sure that we are actually making it. Oh, this is perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, yes, thank you. That's the dream. 73, yes. Perfect. just to get a good grip on how much we need. 600 minus 270 divided by 7. That's like 48. We're 100% making that every spin, right? Pretty sure. 77. Don't want any of these. Yeah, our build has a big flaw in it, in that it's completely Mrs. Fruits and nothing else, right? So whenever Mrs. Fruit doesn't show up, we have a problem, and yeah, you just don't have a backup plan, and that's a problem. I'm picking up the coin here actually, just to have another 3-value symbol. But we haven't really found any other items or symbols that we could base our run around. Even the Rusty Gear Essence is actively bad here, because it will buff our seeds. So I don't know what to do there. Essence Capsule, that's free. And with free I mean we are paying money for it, but I mean, since we're making rent anyway, we just get this. There's Eldritch Creature, that's perfect. Exactly what I was hoping for. In theory, I don't know. I wasn't actively hoping for it, but something along these lines was what I was thinking about to make this run better. I really want to remove the Magpie, but I don't think I get to do that right now. Let's reroll, see if we can find something better. I want to feed my Eldritch Creature more. 65. X of Emptiness, I think I'm picking that up for the Eldritch Creature. Didn't trigger, that's great. 68. Voidstone, yeah, I don't know. At what point are we getting rid of Compost Heap? 86. I mean, we're actively feeding it right now. $102. Buffing Capsule? How many seeds do we have? 1. Yeah. I don't know. 82. Don't want any of these. I'm rerolling again. Let's pick up an orange and... Alright, this is the point where we don't have any seeds. So I'm actually turning off the compost heap now to make sure that we don't run into trouble later, because Mrs. Fruit is so incredibly strong that we are just making rent whenever she shows up. So now we want to make the rest of our build as consistent as possible. 100. And we're still picking up stuff like coconuts, so Mrs. Fruit still gets better and better. Just we're stopping abusing the thing. Small Symbol Bomb, I want a removal token, that's great. Damon Card Shark don't do anything, so let's pick up a Highlander. And we've already removed our cat, so Egg Carton is the only thing we can do here. Perfect. We're getting our booster pack essence in a second. There's an egg. Cool. We now have 2 removal tokens. I'm pretty sure I'm getting another one, but I'm not even 100% sure. So I want to be very, very 100% sure first. Bronze Arrows should be insane. Let's pick up a Void Fruit and another Eldritch Creature. I think it's better than a Wild Card. No, well, Wild Card is just much better. Whenever that ends up next to Mrs. Fruit, it just doubles our score basically. Yeah. Didn't expect to have an Eldritch Creature and to pick something else over it, but it was just what we needed to do there. Arrow pointing at Mrs. Fruits. Next to the wild card, wow. We didn't pick up the pirates, let's remember that. And while I'm in this phase of the run, I start thinking about possible episode titles, and I'm very sure that I've used the title Fruit Loops before, so... Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems about having a long-running series is that you are eventually going to run out of episode titles. But, well, I think that's not the worst problem one can have, right? Yeah, there's so many things that I would like to remove here, but I don't think I have the luxury. Could do an urn, but I don't think it gives us enough. Skipping gives us $2 too, so... Okay. 92... I think it might be close with the urn, but I would pick up a big urn. Yeah, we are very, very far ahead. Second Mrs. Fruit, that's just not good enough. So it's either Witch to buff the Eldritch Creature or it's Silver Arrow to buff everything, and I don't think that's close. Let's pick up a big Symbol Bomb, see if we can find some more stuff. Hustling Capsule, always want that. Especially when it's not correct to do so. We get to remove the Magpie now. Want to remove the Magpie. Maybe removing a flower is better, but no, Hex of Hoarding is just wrong here. If we picked up the second Eldritch Creature, maybe I could pick it up, but being forced to pick up bad symbols, that's just bad. That was 232. Yeah, Silver Arrow, Mrs. Fruits. So we have just a mono Mrs. Fruit build. We just got 54 on a spin where we didn't get Mrs. Fruits, and the arrows like each other. 125. Yeah. Sometimes you just luck into an early thing like that. You manage to stay alive, because we could have lost that early on, right? I've definitely had runs where I got a start like this, where you just don't really get great things alongside your eater, and then you have to stay alive. You can lose at that point, but once you're at this point where your eater has plus 41, you can't lose anymore, and that's fine. 102. Definitely don't want the seed. Probably don't want the apple. No. Oh, finally. The target is gone. 166. I think we need to activate the Rusty Gear Essence too. Let's pick up the Fertilizer Essence. So now we can pick up a seed, I guess. Emerald Omelette Beehive. I mean, I don't know. None of those are particularly good here. They're all just 3-value symbols that don't do anything else. They're better than some of our other symbols, but they make it less likely to see Mrs. Fruit, so I'm skipping here. Purple Pepper? I don't know. Should probably have thought a little bit longer about that, but that's fine. This dud is just insane. Exotedium, I guess. Yep. Great. 131. I mean, anything we do here is just for style points, right? Let's pick up a third coin. I think that should be better than not having stuff. Very rare give one less. Landlord adds a dud. Removal token. Removing costs more. That's fine. Our duds are... that's fine. That was what the Rusty Gear Essence was destined to do anyway. One less symbol to choose from. Eggs cannot be destroyed, removed. Green pepper gives less. As long as you don't hit Mrs. Fruit, I'm not worried. And even if you hit Mrs. Fruit, the chance of it actually impacting us isn't that bad. Landlord adds Hex of Destruction. Seeds cannot grow. Symbol would take money, takes one more money. So Fertilizer Essence is completely disabled. That's fine. I think Mrs. Fruit is such a huge part of this strategy that that's not removing the Hex of Destruction. That actually risks losing a run that would be an auto win here. So, right, even if we get the rule now that Mrs. Fruit gives 50% less, there's no danger here. We could go for the Hex of Hoarding. That's fun. Let's not. Watermelon gives 1 less, so it already gave 1 less from being a very rare. 3-sided die gives less, rerolling costs more. Coins cannot be destroyed or removed. Symbols directly above and below are not adjacent. Alright, that's fine. We're not really using adjacencies anyway. 54. Ooh, 666. There's our seed. Could pick it up, but we're not going to. We could have had 3 watermelons, but watermelons aren't even that great right now. They give 3 here. Yeah, they have 4 base value, they get -2, but there's 2 of them, so they get +1 again. If only one of them shows up, it only gives 2. Thanks for illustrating my point. Very nice. 113, yeah, Mrs. Fruit is so insane. Let's pick up a Hex of Tedium. It's at the very least a 3-value symbol. We don't have a lot of symbols. Can I have? Monkey gives less. I'll take one more spin to give money. Less likely to find rares. Yeah, we don't need any more symbols to win. We're just waiting for victory to randomly show up. Yeah, it's literally impossible for us to lose from this point. I mean, if we somehow were prevented from getting like $175, I don't think that's even possible, but if that somehow were to happen, well, then we would lose, but I don't think that's even remotely possible. Woohoo! Spirits. 109, yeah. Very, very nice run. I mean, not very tense, but I mean, there were a lot of small things that we did, right? We optimized for Mrs. Fruits while still making rent. We turned the compost heap off when we didn't really need it anymore and when we didn't have any seeds anymore. I think this was a very nice illustration about how to play a run like this. Anyway, let's look at our win rate. 81 divided by 136. That's 59.6%. Yeah. Numbers are very slowly going up. We're on a win streak of 2 again. Very happy with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Not much else to add. Just nice clean win. Nothing fancy, just got Mrs. Fruit and rode her to victory, I guess. I will see you next time on another Luck Be Landlord video. Goodbye.